what's going to happen at the next. We can think to several scenarios in the country. One is crackdown. As I said, by next month we will see many executions all over the country, and that would be real disastrous. And second, hopefully, because reformist leaders try to open a space for negotiation with the leader to set a new council to solve this problem. I don't know what will happen next. I am hopeful that they could successfully agree to have a new election. At this stage, that is the ultimate goal of the Korean movement.
That's a great first goal.
Ask Ms. Haghighatjoo a question about the future of Iran in the sense that we need to find at least a plausible scenario for events to follow. And since you are familiar with the inner working of the government being in the parliament, I wanted to ask your opinion about the possibility of a coalition government that is neither one side or the other side win 100%. That is some kind of a compromise where eventually the human right is promoted because the government is now more liberalized. Its foreign relations and its foreign policies would be moderated. And it would, more than anything else regarding this conference, it would stop the bloodshed. Now, the examples of coalition governments are quite few. For example, the latest one in Zimbabwe between Mugabe and Shanghai. Why can't we have or can we have, this is a question, can we have a coalition government in Iran at this point?
Thank you very much. This is sort of needs that many leaders from both sides, conservative and reformist, feel at this current situation of Iran, the country needs sort of coalition. For example, Mr. Rezai announced as his campaign that he would bring a cabinet to have both sides at the cabinet, or Mr. Natigh Nouri, who was defeated by Fatemeh in 1996. Also, he calls several months before the election for such things. The important issue is right now, we think Mr. Mousavi is real elected president of Iran, because according to data they gathered from the voting centers. But he didn't want to say, okay, I am president and Ahmadinejad is not president. He's just called for nulling the current election and setting a new election. And I think right now the leader doesn't feel sort of power on the street or on the side of Mousavi or as a general reformist side to accept sort of negotiation. When you mention to other countries, both sides feels there is a balance between two sides. With crackdowning on the people and demonstrators and protesters, he tried to not set such a balance. The opposition leaders understand this strategy, so they try to say, calling for re-election, asking for re-election, this is the right of the people, demonstration is legal according to Iran constitution. So first, they need to show this real power, which is during last decade reformists were not able to show such a power in the country. After that, I think wise people, leaders from both sides can set to sort of negotiation. For example, one scenario could be, okay, setting new election and saying none of those candidates should run for the election. I am just saying, I am thinking loudly. I don't know they would accept or not. Or many other scenarios to solve this internal crisis. Actually, even today, the Guardian Council, because they feel the crisis is going on, is not stopped, they didn't successfully to stop this. The Guardian Council asked for more 10 days from now to the end. Even at the beginning, they didn't accept 50%, 50 cities, and 3 million cheating vote on the election. And now they ask for 10 days. But the problem is the Supreme Leader at the Friday prayer said it is impossible to have 11 million votes cheated, which is, I think, this number is exact number that was
it was cheated.
Why he didn't say 7 million? Why he didn't say
Good
6
for
million?
you.
So we need to set situation that he come to say, okay, I tell something and now, okay, I accept to setting new election. Right now we are not at this stage. International support, international pressure. For example, I've heard that Ahmadinejad is going to go to Italy next week. I don't know what will the Italy's government is going to do. If the Italy's government just cancel this meeting and other meetings at next month, that would be, they feel this international pressure, they would feel this international support and solidarity of international community. Because people doing well, if we emphasize on human rights violation, that we could give more space to people of Iran. They know how to manage, how to organize, how to do non-violently. If just we help them, support them. Sorry, I will try to make sure.